Okay, so because we're focusing on 3 steps forward and brush knee, we'll start with the basic Tai Chi walking, which you'll find in all styles of Tai Chi. So before we go, so we'll because of everyone's space, we've all got different space. So I'll kind of do 4 steps only at a time. So if you just have a look first, so I start with my heels together, toes out, so you can put your hands on your hips or hang them down. So I prefer to have my hands down and a little bit of a space, sometimes right under my armpit. And always through this exercise, you want to chin in and that feeling of being suspended from your crown. So that's really important. Yeah. So when you read like the Tai Chi, the text, regardless of style, they always talk about your Bahui point or lifting from your crown or sending your chi. So it's not always necessarily energetical. It's also kind of about your structure as well. Yeah. So from here, so I sink. So I'm going to step with my right leg first. So I lift and I go forward and out diagonally, heel down. Yeah. Then I put. So you imagine someone is pulling you from your dantian. Yeah. So that's one of the ways to think. But also you've got to use the floor. So I'm pushing into the floor and I shift. So I've got this feel, the force is coming from the floor and also someone pulling me from here, that type of feeling. So as my toes come down, that's when I lift my heel up off the back foot, bring my foot in. I can put my foot down, toes down, or I can keep it hanging. So we call this like chicken step version. Then out diagonally, heel down. So remember this feeling, I'm pushing into the floor and this way and then in, and then it's always like a diagonal step. So I'll go one more time sideways and then we'll do it together. So I always check, head up, chin in, lifting through the crown, shoulders relaxed, chest empty. You sink down, tailbone downwards. I don't want it to stick out or under. So just down, chest in. So I've got to try and keep that as I'm moving. So lift out slightly, heel down, shift, then in, out, nice and smooth. So heel down, I shift and I come through. Yeah, you try to stay the same height. Try not to lift. So it's okay to, so imagine this is like the level that you're at. We don't want, this is, when I do this, this is my head going up and then down. So I don't want it to go up, then down, then up, down this big. It can go very small. So I don't know if you can see that, like it can go very small. My fingers just moving slightly, but I don't want it to go like this. Yeah. And the other thing is, remember when your heel is down, your weight is still on the back leg. So it's only as you shift. So all of this is simple, especially if you've been doing Tai Chi for a long time, but not many people can actually grasp it. That's the thing. So it seems like even myself, it's like, oh, it's easy, but when you really think about it and you're really looking into it, it's actually quite difficult. So I'm going to go 4 steps this way and 4 steps back and we'll go together. So head up, chin in, shoulders relaxed, sink down, lifting that heel up, tailbone down. So out, heel down. So you shift, foot in, out, heel down, shift, in, out, heel down. And then I'm gonna just bring my feet together. And so if you've got more space, you could go longer and continuous. Then I'm gonna go across again to the other side. So I sink, I lift my heel up, I lift out, heel down, shift, in, out, heel down, pushing off the floor. Remember the dantian, chin in, head up, chest relaxed, tailbone down, up, heel down, shift, in, and I'm going to bring my feet together. So again, you don't necessarily go really low or deep, it's just a comfortable level, yeah? Don't step too far so you can't keep your weight on your back leg, so it's just enough, yeah? Okay, so again, we'll go a few more times. So I sink, lift, heel down, shift, lifting that heel up, in, out, heel down, shift, in, out. So I'm going to bring my feet together and I'm going to change. So when you're ready, always check head up, the feeling of being suspended from your crown, shoulders relaxed, empty your chest. And as you sink, tailbone down or downwards, yeah. And you try to keep this position as you move. So heel down, shift, in, heel down, shift. So heel down. So this time just bring your leg back to check that you didn't put all your weight down. Now shift, and one more, out, heel down. Then just check that you're not having to adjust your body to bring your leg in and relax. So remember, it can look like here my weight, I'm doing it correct, but I can't lift this leg without kind of falling over, or I have to kind of shift that small bit to lift. So always, this is one way to check to do this, because it's not a long step, it's a short step. So again, ready, going this way, so a few more times. So head up, chin in, shoulders, chest empty, tailbone down, sink, heel up, out, heel down, shift, in, out, heel down, shift, in, heel down. This one check, and then put it back down and shift, in, step out, just check and then shift and in, relax. So go one more time. Okay, head up, chin in, shoulders relaxed, chest empty. Sink, lifting your heel, tailbone down. Then ready, up, out, heel down. Remember pushing from the floor, feeling like you're being pulled from your dantian as well. Out, heel down. So it's like a continuous motion. And in, and relax.